Thomas. Hello, Rob. How be do? I was just playing around with the settings, but I might just do a test. Wait, is there a way I can do this within... I'm worried I've turned the volume up too much. I want to do like a test alert. To see... Will it let me log in without my phone though? Either that or it might just spook us. Oh wait, here we go. Alert, no. Not that. Wait. How do I forget how to do... Have they changed Streamlabs or is it me? Am I the problem? Oh wait. Test. That seemed fine? Or was that really loud? My mate had the game on PS1. Oh my gosh, this music takes me right back to 97. Hello Joe, hello Darius. Hopefully that was alright. Sounded fine? Okay, that's good. I was trying to test it so it wasn't going to make my ears bleed, but then I noticed the time and I was like, oh, I better go live. Ow. Just bang my knee on the desk. No, it's the Streamlabs who are wrong. It's not me fannying around with the settings. Is the game music loud enough? Does that sound alright? Or is it too quiet? I really should put everything on separate. Music is good too. Nice. I've succumbed to illness but will comfy and ready for bronchi time. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling very well. I just saw that Booth has the COVIDs as well, not that you have COVID, but just she is also feeling unwell. It seems like we're going into the, like all of a sudden we got into winteriness and now all the ills are coming out, which is not fun. Oh yeah, I guess I should check if I'm in time as well. Feels like I've not streamed in ages. I feel like all I've done is bunny streams recently. And then also it's just been bunny streams and yog streams, so I've not really done nothing on my computer. I like the way it goes. Video is about half a second too slow for me. Video too slow. Okay. I can remember how to do this. Wait. Video is too slow. So it's the audio. But that's already delayed. Right, I'm going to try doing this. Restart webcam first. Okay, hopefully... Is that any better? Or is that still out? What did I do? Very intense stare. I thought I'd freeze myself so that I wasn't midway through a word when it came back in. Slightly video ahead. Wait. Video ahead? Wait. So like this off. Is that better? Why is it still baffling me? It's like every year when the clocks change and I'm just like, wait, what does that mean? Wait, huh? I'm not good with time differences. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Hopefully, once I go back into the game, it won't Scoobity-boop itself out again. Right. Choose your preferred gameplay style. You can change the settings at any time. Right, so do I want to enjoy the interactive story at my own pace? Incidental actions you have tried before are removed. Automatic hints for gentle guidance during gameplay. Or original adventure gameplay experience. Keep track of repeat actions by yourself. Manual hints only. I think I want to go classic. Because if I get stubborn and want to figure something out by myself, the game hinting at me will make me angry. Whereas if I can ask for hints, then I'll accept them. I think I'm just gonna go with mouse, because I can't be bothered to plug my controller in. Left click to walk about. Okay. Wait, do you actually want me to, or is this... Oh. Move cursor around to find points of interest. When over something interesting, action icons will pop up. Oh! Pinchy! Don't need shouting at Mickey Mouse again. Yeah. Left click to interact. Right click to examine. Click here to show the menu bar. Access menu options, game help, controls help here. Okay, that was one of those oven out the hot food sentences that confused my brain for a second. Access menu options, game help, and controls help here. Huh? Excuse me?
Paris in the fall.
Oh.
The last months of the year and the end of the millennium. The city holds many memories for me. Of cafes, of music, of love, and of death.
That made me jump. Revolution. Why is it suddenly so loud? Hello, Dave. Ooh. Just I feel like I've completed the game. Hello, Kettle, how are you doing? Is that someone called Barrington? What's happening? Stop! Attenzione! Pickpockets! What the heck? what a hard open. Catterwork, thank you very much for the 9 months. Thank you. Did all of that sound okay, or was it a
As
wee
I
bit
picked
loud?
myself up,
Oh.
all I could hear was the ceaseless drone of traffic. Life went on around me. But the explosion was to change my life forever.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I can slightly loud. Okay, let me turn this down. So there's a fella. I can pinch the fella at the back. I can look at the table. Let's look at this umbrella first.
I contemplated crawling under the umbrella and pretending none of this had ever happened.
Is that Luigi?
The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state. That was the only news story. The rest was rumor, gossip, and sensationalism. Then I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read Salah Eddin, 1345.
1345. Wait, what? You found an item. New controls help is available. View this now. Yes. Click here or press spacebar to see your items. Right-click an item to examine it. Use an item, left-click to first carry it. To use an item, left-click to first carry it. Then move over something and left-click it again. Combine items, use them on each other. Okay. Right. So what was that? Space? Space!
It was a Paris daily tabloid newspaper, full of sex, scandal, and sports results.
Sex, scandal, and sports results. The 3 S's. Right. Let's look at this table over here.
I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
Also, I feel like him saying some unpronounceable Eastern European country or whatever he said. I'm like, no, it's pronounceable. You just can't be bothered. Sir, whose name I have either not learned or I've forgotten already. That's on you.
I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
Okay, I'm gonna go and pinch this man. Give him a little pinch. Oh! The
Please.
gendarme!
Hold it, right there.
Oh, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, huh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Moo. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant,
Oh.
to the café, marche.
Moush! I wanted to talk to the fella. Why has he got a telephone next to us? Oh
What
my
a
gosh, is
mess.
that on okay?
This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur. Stop holding your breath at once.
What?
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead, Moo?
Moo?
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death. However, in this case, the man is quite dead. Clearly,
Oh.
the killer knew of his presence and...
How many times have I warned you about premature extrapolation? All we know is that he is dead.
It seemed reasonable to assume...
A great detective assumes nothing. Take Maigret, for instance.
But he was a fictitious character, monsieur. Why, he was no more real than Poirot or
How
Tintin.
dare you?
That's different, Moo. They were comedy Belgians. Anyway, it is unlikely that even you will learn much from talking to the dead. Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can. Et maintenant,
Okay.
to business.
So,
Your name, please?
oh, I
George
don't know my
Stobart.
name.
I'm
oh,
from
I
California.
And
George.
what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this
do.
time
Yes,
of year.
at the bombing
no?
time.
Yeah. I guess so, apart from the bomb blasts.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
I did.
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
And did he say anything to you?
No. He was more interested in the waitress.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
The clown.
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion?
Oui.
Bon, the picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one. Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll leave. She confirms the American statement. A clown with an accordion, no doubt an elaborate and eccentric disguise.
Very well. Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope
Wow.
this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
Oh my god.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My card.
My god. Thank you.
Thanks.
That is all. You may go.
Can I poke around though?
There's not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened.
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
Academic? You are about to witness a scientific breakthrough.
What is happening? What is happening? I'm just leaving. Oh, I have a thing. I have the Rosso's card. Wait, get back here!
Excuse me, mademoiselle?
I need to talk to you. You're new and exciting.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yeah, that's right. On holiday in Paris. Some holiday, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure
Yeah.
was. Sat right out front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with an hat and overcoat?
I
Oh,
couldn't believe it.
no.
She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah,
It's not
he
all
went
about
inside
you,
just
George
before the bomb
Stobart.
exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh no, nothing like that. I am Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
Well, what's that, some kind of nightclub?
No, it is a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you could interview me about the bombing. You know,
Oh my
an
gosh.
eyewitness account. Minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
Oh God, it's him again.
Should we him again?
Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
Who's the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Plantar. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the
Okay.
cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation. You speak very good English for a French girl.
Oh my
Thanks.
gosh.
You speak very good English from America.
Do you know a police officer called Rosso?
Rosso? Our paths have a knack of crossing. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was deliberate. Have you seen Rosso? Is he here?
He's inside, attempting to question a witness with his psychic powers.
That guy is weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you again, I hope.
Adieu, monsieur.
Adieu. Right. Can I do the... Can I climb underneath this?
I contemplated crawling under the umbrella and pretending none of this had ever happened.
No. Can I
The umbrella
right-click?
had protected me from the bomb blast, but it was of no use to me now.
Okay. Right, can I... Let's chat to this fella, see if he has it. I'm just getting this lady's
Excuse me,
way while she's
Sergeant.
doing her job.
You heard the inspector. Go on, monsieur.
To America?
I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
Does that worry you?
Yes, it does. I feel I owe it to him to find his killer.
That is best left to the authorities, monsieur. Did he speak to you? Tell you anything?
No.
He just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
Okay.
I really did see the clown. He ran into the alley across the street.
Did you follow him?
That's your job, not mine.
An armed chase through the streets of Paris? That's not our style, monsieur. Inspector Rousseau may be unorthodox, but he's not crazy.
Okay. Oh,
How did you and Rosso arrive at the scene of the explosion so quickly? You
why
arrived
am I
in a minute.
suspicious of the
Was
police
it a
now?
tip-off?
Inspector Rousseau's sources are a perpetual mystery to me, monsieur. There are some who say he has made a pact with the devil.
And what do you think?
I think he is the devil.
He is the devil. Okay.
See you later, Sergeant.
Un démon. Right, let's go over here. Can I talk to this fella yet? I can.
Hi. Can you spare a few minutes?
He's just
I
been working
thought
away
you'd
this
been
whole time.
arrested.
Nah,
What?
it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, gah, I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess.
Duty. Did you see the clown?
Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah,
Oui.
with makeup and a big
It's
red
the
nose.
diggy diggy hole man,
Huh.
yes!
Those guys are funny, aren't they?
No.
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
What are you doing?
Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work
What?
fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Quelle vite. I could have knocked his block off.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I gotta go.
Don't let me keep you.
Don't let me keep you.
Hey, stop that. Get away from there.
Sorry.
What do you think you're doing?
I was admiring your toolbox.
Oh,
Wink.
wait. Had a good look, have you? I'm warning you. If you touch it, I'll crack your nut.
Okay, I get your point.
Okay.
Don't touch that phone.
Sorry. It was a huge and weighty-looking engineer's telephone. The muscular workman wore a morose expression, like a silent warning to leave him to get on with his job.
Oh, I did not pick up on the silent warning.
It was a battered metal toolbox.
Okay. Oh.
Set into the huge gate was a smaller access door.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Go that way. Okay, I wanna see what's in here. Can I peek?
The door was securely locked.
How securely?
Set into the huge gate.
That's okay, let's go this way. Off we go. Let's not annoy this man any further. Oh! Café de la Chandelle Vert. Something green. Cafe of the green something. I hope he's narrating that. I want to start living my life like I'm in a point and click and just... Should we go and visit the Tour d'Eiffel? Where can I actually go? I've just gone back. Sorry. Green candle, I think. Ah, right. Where? Oh, I guess I can only go to here. Poste de police. Right. I can use... Oh, wait. Hang on. Let me look
The
at
card
this.
read, Augustin Rosso, and gave an address to the south of the Montparnasse Cemetery.
Cemetery.
It was a Paris daily ta-
That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to... Oh. Wait, can I combine them? Ooh.
No.
Okay.
It was a public telephone.
It was a public
It was a
telephone.
public telephone.
It was a public telephone.
The policeman was not much older than me. His face wore an expression of intense concentration.
Monsieur, why are you talking about me? I'm right here. Let's go and chat to the man. Let's parlay.
Excuse me.
Not so fast. I'd like your personal details, please.
Huh? What for?
In the event of an accident, it would help us to know where to send the body.
Look,
What?
is this really necessary?
body?
I came in here to talk to Rosso.
Why did you not say?
Have you had any reports concerning a suspicious clown?
Why, yes. There was a fracas only this morning. 3
Fracas?
arrests for public disorder.
And you say there was a
Oh.
clown involved?
A clown and a particularly offensive piece of sculpture with balloons. Are you in
Ballon.
any way involved with the reprobate, monsieur?
No,
No.
not me. May I see Inspector Rosso?
He is not here.
But
Do you wish to leave a message for him? I have a choice of blue or black pen.
A
I'd
massage?
recommend the blue for a less formal communication.
I'd prefer to talk to him in person.
As you wish, monsieur.
Okay.
Is Sergeant Moo available?
What?
Boo!
You want to speak to him?
Yes, please.
I
Oui.
cannot recall the last time someone asked to speak to Moo. No one ever
Aw.
speaks to him. Not even his kids. Eh bien. He is not here, monsieur. He is with Inspector Rosso. Like Laurel and Kitten. No, monsieur?
Hardy. Oliver Norville Hardy.
Why does no one want to speak to Moo?
Thanks for your help, officer.
I'm going to talk about him in front of him.
The policeman was not much older than me.
Oh no,
His
his mouth's
face
not
wore an
moving.
expression of...
Okay, okay. Let us leave. Sorti. That's the word for exit, right? My very small grasp of French. So I guess I can only go to the places with the pins. So there must be something I'm missing here. Oh. I missed the tenter.
It was a tent made out of plastic sheeting.
Inspect.
There was nothing inside the tent except a large toolbox.
Oh.
It was a huge and weighty-looking engineer's telephone.
Can I call him on the phone to distract him and then steal his toolbox and use that to get into the door? What if I go down this way? Maybe there's like a telephone here. I can call him and be like, "Oh, this looks stinky. Trash can."
Oh. It was a battered old trash can. It was a stack of cardboard boxes which had once contained bottles of wine.
Oh. Sniffer?
I examined the
Sniffer?
boxes closely. They were damp and smelly and decidedly empty.
Damp and smelly, you say?
It was a battered old trash
Burrito.
can.
Thank you very much for the 16 months. Yay, a lovely 16 months with Brownie and Buns. Keep being your awesome self and doing what you enjoy. Oh, thank you. At the moment, it's going through trash. That's what I enjoy. Oh, look at those waft. Ah!
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
Oh my gosh. Pleasant.
It was a battered old trash.
Sha. Okay. Oh, so there is that.
It was a plastic crate.
Still is a plastic crate.
There was nothing of interest. It was an iron cover concealing the entrance to a drain or sewer.
Can I go inside? No.
I tried to lift the cover with my fingers, but couldn't gain any leverage.
Oh no. Okay, quick. Let's go after the... Oh. Let's go after the kitty cat. I think that is everything. Oh.
The window was protected by stout-looking iron bars.
Can I climb it? Can I break off a bar and use it for leverage? Can I climb this?
The drain pipe looked as if it would bear my weight.
Then bail it, sir. Bail it.
I took a deep breath and prepared to climb the drain pipe.
I
I guess the clown hadn't escaped over the rooftops. The drain pipe hung limp and useless.
It could not bear my weight.
I decided I'd had enough of messing with that drain pipe.
No, you have not. Mess with the drain pipe.
I decided I'd had enough.
Sir! You've had enough, and I
had
tell
enough.
you, you've had enough. I was hoping I could break it off. Okay, can I go this way? Or is this the edge of the... Where would the cat have gone?
Excuse me,
Talk to you
Sergeant.
about the
Please
cat.
go away, monsieur.
Did you notice the young woman who was here earlier?
The girl with the camera? Yes, monsieur. She works for one of the newspapers.
Did you see where she went?
She has gone home to develop her snapshots. She took one of me, you know. She said mine was the kind of face that makes great pictures.
She did?
Oui, I have great depth of character. That's what she told me.
Did she leave her address?
No, monsieur. But I have her telephone
Why
number.
would you...
50, 48, 26, 17.
What?
She
No.
said to call her in a
What?
few days when the
15,
photographs are ready.
48,
I thought
20...
I'd take the best shot of me
I don't know what that
and
was.
use it for personalized Christmas cards.
Great idea, Sergeant. I'm sure your family and friends will be astounded.
No, they won't. His children won't even talk to him.
See you later, Sergeant.
His children hate him. They won't care. Okay, I'm gonna... Can I borrow your telephone, please, monsieur?
Don't touch that phone!
Sorry.
Why? I need to touch the phone. Okay, well, I don't know where the cat went. This policeman is very bad with giving out personal information that he probably shouldn't.
The table had been overturned by the explosion.
Maybe, yeah, maybe once they see his cool new Christmas cards, they might love him again. Oh, I accidentally clicked off the game, sorry. Okay, I don't think I can go this way. Right. Let's... Oh.
It was an iron lamppost. I considered climbing the lamppost, but it wasn't going to shed any light on the affair.
No. Okay, let's leave. Why is he so unwilling to climb things? Right, so I got the lady's number. Oh wait, I can use the telephone. Okay, let's call the lady.
Bonjour,
Ooh.
Kula.
Oh, hi. It's George Stobart, the American at the cafe.
How did you get
Hello,
my number?
Anton.
The gendarme gave it to me. Is anything wrong?
Jourdan?
I'll say there is. What do you want?
I was hoping you'd help me find the answer to a few questions.
Such as?
Who was the clown, and why did he blow up the cafe?
I'm a journalist. I usually ask the questions.
Look, if you're covering this case, I might be
I
able
was
to
gonna
help you
ask
out.
something more
Really?
subtle.
Well, I haven't had a lot of luck.
You found nothing.
No.
Look, I'm very busy right now. Call me if you have any news, okay?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Adieu, monsieur.
Yeah, see ya.
Adieu. Echo, thank you very much for the 57 months. I remember the exact moment I subbed. I was driving back to work after lunch while being irritated that I still had Twitch during COVID. Ah! Oh, bless you. Thank you. Right. Can I call this number? No. How do I go back? How do I... Oh, go back. Okay.
Hi,
Donkey.
it's me again.
Thank you very much for the follow.
Again? Yes, I spoke to you earlier.
But of course, it is Monsieur Hardy.
Stobart. George Stobart. Take a look at this.
Inspector Rousseau's personal card. Where did you get this?
He gave it to me.
Why?
I think he was impressed
Wow.
with my powers of observation. He asked me to contact him if I had any information.
I see. You are a grass.
What? I'm not a grass. Okay, I
Thanks
don't
for your
think
help,
I get
officer.
anything new here. Then where am I meant to go? How am I so early, so stumped? There must be more at the cafe. Maybe I can talk to this guy and show him what I've got, and maybe that'll shed
Hey,
some light
you.
on some stuff.
What do you want now?
Oi, you. Oh!
What's in the toolbox?
What's in the toolbox? As if you didn't know.
It's
What's
the
the big
tools.
deal about tools, anyhow?
They're cool. Tools are civilization.
You don't say.
That's right. Tools are what distinguish us from other animals.
Who are you calling an animal? I've met your sort before. Looking down your nose at me because I'm working class, huh? I've a good mind to knock your block off.
This guy's so violent. Was that okay? Was that all we? Was that all we had to say?
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't
Just
got
throw
time
it
to
on the
read that.
ground.
Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Oh my gosh. Is he reading? He's reading!
Ah.
I can...
Look at this. Damn bleeding out liberals. Cha! Save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish.
Who is
Nah,
this
that's
man?
more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is. Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that night.
What about your toolbox?
Stuff it. Help yourself.
Yay! Keep an eye on my hole. Okay. Okay. Time to rob.
I'd found just what I wanted. A tool for lifting manhole covers.
So specific. Can I not use it again? Ah, good. A manhole
The door
cover
was securely
tool.
locked.
Right, perfect. I've lost my newspaper. Can I steal anything else?
The toolbox didn't contain any...
Oh, but what if it did though? Wait, can I use this now? Oh no, that's just the horse. Horse. Right. Keep an eye on my hole, monsieur. Right. I'm going to. Oh, it is actually a sewer key. A sewer key. Where did I pull that out of? My goodness.
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
Okay, down into the hole we go. Oh. Keep fast. Okay, what is this?
It was a shiny red plastic ball sat incongruously on the slippery green slimed floor.
The slippery green
As I
slimed
picked up the
floor.
plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn.
Oh, like a gag?
It was the clown's red nose.
Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. I can't look at the rat. Okay, let's go this way. I'm in a nose. Ooh, a tissue.
It was a soggy, crumpled paper tissue.
Let's pick that up. That sounds good. Is
I
it gonna be
scooped up the
covered?
sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
Oh, and it has makeup
It
on.
was the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers.
As if having taken off the makeup. Scrap of material and a railing. I can't break it off the wall, but I can steal this.
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
Okay. Can I look at this?
The railing was put there for a simple reason, to stop people getting past. It worked.
It works.
It was the scrap of material I'd found in the sewer.
Okay. Right. Up we go.
Hi there.
Hold it right there, you sewer rat.
What?
I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
A clown. Wait, who's this?
I was looking for a clown.
Huh, ridiculous. Do you really expect me to believe that?
He planted a bomb in the cafe and blew it up.
What?
Oui.
The cafe? Blown
Oui.
up?
Oui.
Mon Dieu, that is awful. And you say the person responsible was dressed as a clown?
That's right. He blew up the cafe, escaped into the sewer, changed his clothes, and came up here.
Ah, mon Dieu. Then, the man I chased, do you think that man and the clown are one and the same?
Well, yes, it had crossed my mind.
Ah, that still does not explain what you were doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Just a
Most tourists
tourist.
are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, I didn't notice. Now are you going to leave? Or do I have to call the police?
Yes, call the police. Bring them here. Oh, who's... Oh, why would I talk to him about the waitress?
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
Oh, hey, she isn't hurt, is she?
No, she's fine.
Oh, thank heavens. A poor girl like her isn't safe with the likes of you roaming the streets.
Can't you understand? I'm not a gangster. I'm an American tourist.
Ah, that's what you say.
That's what you say. Okay.
I have to be
right.
going.
I'll let you out.
Thank you. Wait, no, I want to look around here. I want to be nosy. Let me nose.
Thanks for your time.
Go on, be off with you.
But can I sneak back in and... Oh. Can I get back in through this door now, though? I can.
Hi there. Remember me?
Oh, how could I forget? The man with the sewer obsession.
It's not an obsession. I just like the ambiance.
Ambiance. Okay,
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed in
I
the
didn't
cafe.
say it was a he.
I'm gonna find the guy responsible. I'll
How did
find
you
him.
know?
Even if it means following him down every sewer in every city in Europe.
Ah, you need some sensible boots. You won't get far in those stupid sneakers.
Wow. Wow.
I have to be
Okay.
going.
Adieu, monsieur.
I'm gonna talk to the lady. I'm gonna call her. This guy is very suspicious. Also, I feel like he would know the sewers and how to escape. Right. Let's call her and tell her what I found.
Bonjour, Kula.
It's me again, George Stobart.
Hi, George. Any news?
No. How about you?
No,
You
nothing
literally
new.
just found stuff in that. What? You did! You found so many things! I guess I'll tell the police then. Fine. I guess I'll
Sergeant
hand
Wu?
the evidence to the
Yes.
police and not the journalist. Okay, I found this!
I found this red nose in the sewer.
What were you doing down there?
Fishing for clues. That's where the clown went.
You still
Yeah.
insist you saw a clown, monsieur?
Of course. And this novelty nose proves it.
It will take more than a plastic proboscis to convince Inspector Rousseau.
You don't want this as evidence, then?
Certainly not, monsieur.
What?
Do you recognize this dirty tissue?
No, monsieur, I do not.
You recognize
I
a
found it in the sewer.
tissue.
Perhaps it would be better if you put it back there.
No,
No.
way. This could be an important clue.
If you say so, monsieur.
Okay, what about this?
I believe this material came from the clown's clothing.
If you are right, monsieur, then the clown must be an Englishman.
Well, how do you figure that?
Only the English would wear a suit made from
Oh,
material
okay.
like that.
I wonder what
Don't
he was
you
going
like
to
the
say.
English?
It is not so much a question of liking, rather one of taste. They have none.
Monsieur.
See you later, Sergeant.
Okay. Right. Can I go anywhere else now? Has that opened up anything else for me? Maybe I should talk to... I mean, the thing that helped before was just like, showing everyone everything. So I'm just going to show this guy a bunch of stuff and see what he has to say about it. Monsieur.
Hello again.
What
Hi.
now?
What do you think about this?
This is what I used to open the manhole cover.
Just as I thought. You were up to no good down those sewers, what you?
I was up to only
One slip
good.
and I would have been up to my neck.
Uh,
Take a look at this false nose.
I've never seen it before in my life.
in my life.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing,
Does
monsieur. It's
this mean anything to you?
disgusting. What on earth possessed you to show it to me? Someone has emptied their nostrils into it.
Do you recognize this material?
I am not telling you anything.
Oh my gosh.
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid Division.
I
A
did possess
homicide.
him.
I think the ink's smudged.
Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you. And I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something
Oh, I was meant
different
to show him
about
the
you.
cards.
It is your posture, your poise. Oh yes, there is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man.
I'm very
And
disciplined.
I should know. I
Yeah.
was in the army, you know. When
Really,
I
the
was
clown
your age,
army?
I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
Let's start over from the beginning and tell it just like it was.
I'm impersonating an officer.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
Oh, he was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an armlock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron, but he did not know what he was up against. Oh no, he made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, yes, I get the picture.
Okay. You just watched In the Night Garden. No, it's terrifying.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
So you don't want to hear about my experiences in the desert? I fought to make this country what it is today.
I'm sure you did, but I'm a little short of time. Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, it was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to
baby.
his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs? Stolen jewels?
I don't know, but the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
And
Nothing
women's.
is worth that, monsieur.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say.
Monsieur?
She came to work at the cafe 6, 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, mais oui. Where else would I find to cut my toenails?
No. No. Okay.
Take a look at this false nose.
Take a look
Ah,
at this false
That
nose.
looks like a clown's nose.
That looks like a clown to me.
Precisely. He must have dropped it in his panic.
Unless he wanted you to find it.
Why would he want to do that?
To put you off the scent.
Okay.
Did I show you this tissue?
We miss you.
Okay.
Does this piece of material mean anything
Hello,
to you?
Sapphire. How are you?
That is the same cloth as the jacket I found.
You found a
I'd
jacket?
recognize that pattern anywhere.
Show me. Oh.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair.
Where?
Pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Oh. Where? Whomst?
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romany seamstress.
Just my luck.
What? What?
Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind. What was the name on the label?
It
thank
was
you for
a
the
foreign
follow.
name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
Okay.
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Give me the
Well, I
telephone
don't expect you to
number.
remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're kidding.
Nice.
That's his phone number?
Yes, that is a little secret number that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It
Incredible.
comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do
Okay.
I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Oui.
And I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
Wait. Hello, Fodian. How's
I
it
have
going?
to be going. Thanks
Right.
to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Unless he's the
Raymond,
murderer.
I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector.
Okay.
I hope you catch that killer soon.
Thank you. Right. So, I can now use this to call them.
Hello? Who is this? Hi. My name's George Stobart. You don't know me.
Correct, Mr. Stobart, I don't.
What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
No, that's not possible.
Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Thank God. I thought you were the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Who is this
Go
guy?
on. I'm listening.
Thank you, Ellipsis. Hello, Rennie and chat. Hope you're doing good. Thank you very much for the 9 months. Do you know this fella?
You know a guy called Plantar?
No, I never heard of him.
Do you know a clown?
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la
Ask about the
Chandelle Verte?
jacket,
I
you
don't have no idea
fool.
what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if you're saying that to make me think you don't know what I mean, but... Oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
That's a double negative.
Did you know that one of your customers was a part-time clown?
If a guy feels happy with a funny nose and custard down his pants, what's the problem?
The age-old question.
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was killed in cold blood?
Oh my
I told
gosh.
you, I never heard of Plantar.
This guy is trying to be good cop and bad cop at the same time.
I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work. He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school
This guy's
today.
a psychopath.
Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar won't be coming home.
You forgot the puppy.
Huh?
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Well, maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know Plantar. I never heard of Plantar. None of this has anything to do with me.
Why am I not asking about the jacket? I don't
Thanks
understand.
for nothing, Todrick.
Thanks for nothing. Idiot. Okay, that got me precisely nowhere. Let's talk to this guy. No idea what's happening. Okay, so basically I was at a cafe
Hi there.
and the cafe got bombed by a
Bonjour.
clown.
Ah, Monsieur Hardy, no?
And
Stobart.
now I'm
George
just trying to
Stobart.
find out what happened. Okay.
I found this scrap of material in the sewer.
Vraiment?
It was probably torn from the clothes of a psychotic killer.
Even if you were Sherlock Holmes, I would have trouble believing you.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Rosso's psychic techniques?
I cannot comment on my superior's methods. All I will say is that Inspector Rosso has an impressive record.
He's a good detective?
One of the best. He's a man of honor, with a fine sense of duty.
You wouldn't say he was... a screwball?
Not to his face, monsieur.
Wow.
I found this tissue.
What the hell is that?
It's evidence.
Evidence of what? Mayonnaise smuggling?
The sticky stuff is grease paint.
Ah, and that is supposed to make me happy, is it? I suggest you think long and hard about what you're doing with your life, monsieur.
I found this red
No.
nose near the Café de la Chandelle Verte.
A clown's nose?
That's right.
Oui.
The guy who wore this is a savage killer.
If you say so, monsieur.
I also use this to deface public property.
Have you any idea what this tool is used for?
Oui, monsieur. It is a dipstick.
You're a dipstick. Okay.
Thanks for your help, officer.
Right. Maybe I can talk to the woman? But I don't think I've got anything new. I thought I did, but apparently I don't.
Bonjour.
It's me.
Hi, sir.
You bet. I met a
Okay.
witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, Why don't you come here to my apartment?
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come right over.
Wow. Damn. Okay. Ooh la la. Oh, a flower cellar. Okay, what else can I look at? We can go that way. Right. We look
The
at
shop window featured a display of gowns and women's stuff.
Women's
The
stuff.
shop window featured...
Okay, can I look at it? Not women's stuff.
It wasn't the style of the clothes in the shop that caught my eye, but the prices. The same amount of money would feed a starving family for the rest of their lives. I guess people who buy that kind of stuff don't have a problem with their consciences.
We've just discovered capitalism. Well done. Well done, little fella. Okay, let's talk to this lady.
The woman was doing something with a pair of needles that couldn't be described as knitting. She was a cheery old soul, the kind you'd walk across the street to avoid.
What? Why? Thank you for the follow. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like
Oh.
me to foretell your future?
Oui.
No thanks.
I'm very good, and it only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to.
Oh, but can I though?
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
Uh-huh.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know?
10 francs, please, my dear.
10 francs? That's a ripoff.
Please yourself.
Okay.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
Oui.
Yikes.
Le mort.
Thanks for telling me.
Uh,
What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity.
wow.
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, a flame of passion.
Perfect.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat.
Wow.
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me, in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a
What?
gentle nudge.
She's
It
a
sticks,
strange
you
man.
Because of the damp. The landlord said he'd fixed it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
A strange man comes along and asks about this woman, and you immediately say where she lives and that the door's broken, so just give it a nudge. What the heck?
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
You will. I want to look at the flowers.
They were lilies or tulips. Some kind of flowers, anyhow. Pretty, I guess, if you like that sort of thing.
If you like
Me?
that sort of thing.
I couldn't see the point of buying something that was already half dead.
Oh my gosh.
I inhaled deeply, expecting to experience the scent of the flowers. What I got was traffic fumes. It was a food store selling fruit and vegetables. I glanced without much interest at the fruit. It was dusty, shriveled, and tired looking.
Okay, I'm going to talk
The
to
woman
this
was...
lady again.
She was a...
I want to show her the tissue. I want to know
Oh,
what she has
hi.
to say about the tissue.
Bonjour, monsieur.
She's not my girlfriend.
Maybe not
No.
yet. But I see your paths entwined in the future.
I doubt it.
Oh. Okay, what do you think of this?
What do you make of this tool?
Is it something a dentist would use?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's for
it is.
raising manhole covers.
That's what a mouth
Formidable.
is. Formidable.
Do you recognize this nose?
Non, monsieur.
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing?
Oh.
What can you tell me about this material?
It's a very expensive piece of cloth, monsieur.
Okay.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes.
Wow.
Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep
What
at
the
night.
That's awful.
Now, don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
This lady.
How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Okay. Wait, can you do it again?
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The
Okay.
strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future.
Oh no,
Other
is she
people?
gonna die?
I have no problem.
What?
But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be scary.
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism.
She's gonna get blown
Either
up
that-
next.
Or I don't have a future.
See you later.
That's right.
See you
monsieur.
later.
You will.
I probably won't. Sounds like you're gonna die real soon. Okay, let's go in here. Posture check. Oh.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
I broke into the apartment. And to hydrate, thank you. Oh my gosh, that pillow!
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George.
George.
Eh
Is
bien?
this what she does? She just waits
And
by
what
the
have you
phone
been
for
up
me
to?
call.
I've been exploring the sewers beneath the cafe.
I've been
I
in the
thought I could
sewers.
smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck! Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
I took my photographs to the editor, but he wasn't interested. Can you believe it? He told me to drop his story.
But you're not about to do that.
Oh, no. I am going to find out what's behind these killings. You know what I think? It's a conspiracy. The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all. They blame
Okay.
them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
That covers just about everyone.
Rat Boy, thank you very much for the 47 months. Thank you. Uh,
I found this false nose in the sewer.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be cross, George. It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
Why don't you put it on, George?
No way am I wearing this. I'd look really stupid. Besides, he might have had a cold.
yep, true. On that note, I'm going to hand you a tissue.
I found this tissue down the sewer.
Oh, that's disgusting, George.
I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use. Or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
No, it's mine.
I found a piece of material near the cafe. When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed the film I shot at the cafe. Here, George, it's an enlargement I made.
Oh.
Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered
Oh my
pants. The
gosh.
same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh no?
Take a close look at his left cheek.
A scar. In the shape of a horseshoe.
Oh, a crescent moon.
Crescent moon. Okay.
How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
Oh yeah, that's my shoulder.
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Praise me.
Fascinating, George.
You're
Thank
not interested,
you.
are you?
Oh, of
What?
course I am. I think it was very brave of you to go down those sewers.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Well, it was kind of scary, but,
Praise me.
well, I had a job to do.
Okay. Right.
Rosso didn't blink when I told him about the clown. It's as if he already knew.
That is typical of a cold fish like Rosso. I've seen cheeseburgers with more sperm.
I have heard about those reports. In certain chains. It's true. It's true.
Tell me more about yourself.
Oh, there is not much to tell.
Well, how did you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought my first camera. I was 8 and my parents had just split up.
Okay.
How did Plantow get your name?
For the newspaper, La Liberté, I'd written an article linking two unsolved murders, one in Italy and the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer. Plantow said he could supply me with more information.
Oh.
Somehow, the clown must have known about our appointment.
May I use your telephone?
Sure,
Oh.
go ahead.
I don't
Thanks.
actually want to. This is awkward now. I don't. Oh, okay. That's nice. Right, thank you. Wait, actually.
May I use your telephone?
I'm going
Sure,
to use
go
your
ahead.
Thanks.
telephone. What happens if I call you? Oh, I can't. I guess the phone's busy. Okay. Right.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arno Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it! Millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off.
Was he killed for his money?
No. He had no living relatives, and his fortune went to the orphanage where he grew up. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was led to his death by a snowman.
What?
Did you live with your father?
Yes, my mother went off with her new boyfriend. I can't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really, always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted I should study art. That's why I went to college.
Okay.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese green politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium. He was committed to dismantling Japan's automobile industry.
I can't see him gaining much support with a loony policy like that.
Yamada was a man of vision. He was years ahead of his time.
If you say so. How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say, flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
What?
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown. You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you what, I won't be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance of a big break.
Or a premature death.
Okay.
Did you learn about photography at college?
Oh, God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
It's not all about you, George.
Do you have a boyfriend?
That's
Oh
none
my
of your
God.
business.
Wow.
I'm going back out to search for that clown.
Where?
I guess I could visit the costume shop.
Good idea.
Good idea. You do now. Oh, wait, can I not? I want to look at the pillow. Let me inspect the pillow. Oh, she's still alive. That's nice.
Oh, hi.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
What a hunk.
He's a killer.
I can see that. His eyes say it all.
Wow.
See you later.
Okay.
That's
Right. Wait, before I do that, can I inspect
It was
this?
Nico's photograph of the man we suspected of killing Plantar.
Okay.
It was a bright red plastic nose.
Right. Ah, okay. Ooh. Clown costume. A poo.
It was a disgustingly realistic plastic novelty, like one I'd left on the teacher's desk at school. Boy, that caused so much of a stink you'd have thought it was a real one.
Can I pick up the poo?
As my fingers closed on the plastic novelty, I realized my mistake. It was a novelty, all right, but it wasn't plastic.
It's just poo.
The sight of the dog waste set my stomach churning again. I quickly looked away.
Pick
No
it up.
way was I gonna touch that thing
it.
again.
Touch the poo. Okay, fine.
It was an antique phonograph, the kind you have to wind by hand.
He's got poo hands. Can he get his little poo mitts over everything? Oh, that's very
The
ominous.
dummy wore a traditional Puro costume. At least, I guess it was a dummy. I gave the dummy Puro a tentative prod, but it didn't move. She reminded me of a girl I dated back in high school. Come to think of it,
What?
the dummy had more personality.
Wow.
As I was about to touch the dummy, I realized it had the same color eyes as Nico. The strange thing was, I hadn't realized I'd noticed the color of Nico's eyes.
My gosh. Okay, let's talk to this guy.
The guy's spoon-shaped face was mournful and humorless. He looked like a vegetarian in a slaughterhouse.
What? A spoon?
Excuse me?
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the
Just watch me
mundane
pick up
world
dog
behind. For in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I
Oh.
remember.
Incredible. You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
Hello, owls. Okay.
I'm looking for a man who hired a clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that you've rented out?
Of course, monsieur, but...
Well, then I'd like to check your records. Give me the names of everyone who's rented a clown suit.
Everyone.
Impossible. There are too many.
The clown I'm looking for is a cold-blooded killer. Give me his name, and I'll see he's brought to justice.
I'd help you if I could, but you can't expect me to remember all my customers. You see, the clown costume is our most popular line, monsieur. On average, we hire out more than 30 clown suits a week. You'll have to give me more to go by.
Oh.
A description, perhaps?
What about this?
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Oh.
Have you heard of a man named Plantar?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
Okay.
Do you recognize this man?
Ah oui? He was here this morning.
Are you sure this is the man who bought grease paint?
Oui, monsieur.
Do you want to look at the grease paint on a tissue?
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Does it mean anything to you?
Let me smell that. Bestheimer's number 7 white pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur. La crème de la crème of Thespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
How come clowns are so popular?
I think it has something to do with their unpredictable nature.
Personally, I think clowns should be banned, along with mimes.
Oh, come now. Who doesn't love clowns?
Me, for one.
Me for 2.
About this tissue.
I have already given you my professional opinion.
But
Are you sure this is the man who bought grease paint?
Oui, monsieur. He chose 2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A pixie?
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
Khan.
Are you sure this is the same man who hired...
Certainement, Monsieur Khan.
Okay. Right. Thanks
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur.
Also, you have
Allow
shit
me
on
to
your
shake
floor.
you by the hand.
But now I've got a
Well,
poop
okay.
hand.
What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Wow. What about the poo on the floor?
No way was I gonna touch that thing again.
This guy is just fine with having like a dog poo on the floor. I didn't show him the tool. Should I see what he says about this?
Excuse me?
Oui, monsieur.
What does this tool mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur.
Okay.
Do you want this buzzer back?
No.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
My pleasure, monsieur.
Thank you for everything. Right. So, oh, I guess that means I've done everything there. What was that noise? Why? Okay. Let's go to... back to the cafe. Maybe ask this guy if that's the guy he saw. Knock, knock. Oh, I can call up the guy and ask about Khan if that's the name he knows.
Hello again.
Yes, Inspector.
Do you know this guy?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, I do. It's that villain I told you about.
Okay.
Shake my hand. Go on, shake it.
You're joking, aren't you? Nothing personal, but you've been mucking about down this sewer.
I also played with Pooh.
I have to be going.
Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
Okay. You...
Hi.
Do you recognize...
You're the guy who gave me the tip, aren't you?
Huh?
Yeah.
The racehorse. Saladin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I put every franc I had on that horse.
listen,
My lifetime savings, next month's rent, everything.
Oh, God.
He won by 3 lengths. I'm a rich man.
Yay!
Call me Lucky George, the punter's friend.
Yay!
So how come you're still here?
I'm not going to let my newfound wealth change me, not one bit. I bought this hole, fittings and all.
I bought
now
the hole!
I can come and go as I please. No
Wow.
more clocking on or completion schedules. No foreman breathing down my neck. Thanks to you, I've found paradise.
Just the man in
I'm
his
getting
hole.
a mushy feeling in my chest. But not half as mushy as your head.
What do you want
Let him
now?
be happy with his hole. Don't yuck his yum.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
Would you like to shake hands with me?
No, I wouldn't. One of the real pleasures of being rich is not having to be polite.
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now. His name was Plantau.
Was? He's dead then?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
It
Now
is.
I wish I hadn't called him what I did.
Yeah.
If only
feel
I
bad.
could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant.
Yeah.
Regret and remorse are strange emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Can I use your
Don't
telephone,
let-
please? Right.
Hello? Who is this?
Mr. Todrick?
Oh, it's you again. What now?
The man I'm looking for is called Khan. He bought a suit from you, remember?
Mr. Khan.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember him. Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel. The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room. It was upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Thanks, Todrick. That's all I wanted to know. Now I've got you, Mr. Clown.
Now I've got you, Mr. Clown. Should I talk to the police as well? Oh. Okay. I guess I cannot. Wow. I still never got to find the kitty cat either. Has this changed? Can I put it back?
The cover was too heavy and awkward to lift with my...
Fair dues. See ya. Okay, let's go back to the big map. And see if I can get a hit. Hotel Ubu. Oh my gosh, this looks like a dodgy place. So I can go down there. I'm going to sneak down here first just to see what's up. Look at them! Suspicious characters everywhere. Ooh. Okay. Is there anything I can click on here? Don't think there is. But it's good to know this is here. Right. Let's go. Right. First things first, let's look at this guy. No, just look at him. What does this say?
The sign listed the price of rooms, and boy, were they expensive. The killer must have been earning a fat wad to pay for accommodation like this.
Fat wad.
The lobby was quiet, almost deserted.
There's a fella there. Okay. He doesn't. He's just shrugging. He's like, "What do you want? What do you want?" Okay, this guy.
The guy looked just like a weasel.
Wow.
The man looked like an amiable Bigfoot.
Okay, let's
Excuse
chat
me?
to them.
Yes?
Can you shake my hand?
Will you shake my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows where it has been?
On poo. Okay, fine.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Are you serious?
Oh, yes. Take a good look at the substance it's smeared with.
You are sick. Very sick.
Hello, Arno. Okay, have you seen this guy?
Do you know a man by the name of Khan?
No, I don't.
It's very important I get to see him, and...
I told you. I don't know it.
Wow.
I'm looking for a clown.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, I really am looking for a clown.
There are no clowns here except you.
Wow.
What does this tool suggest to you?
Hard labor.
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
No.
Okay.
Have you heard of a guy called Plantar?
No. That name means nothing to me.
Okay.
Forget it.
Means nothing to me.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Shake
Here,
my
shake
hand.
my hand.
Nah.
Oh!
Rats. What do these... Oh, never mind. Do you happen to know a guy named Khan?
That ain't nobody I know.
I'm sorry to be a burden on your brain.
So to be a burden on your brain.
You ever meet a guy
What?
called Plantar?
No, I ain't.
You missed your chance. If you're quick, you'll catch him at the coroner's.
What?
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
No, I ain't. Don't tell me I missed him. Oh, that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I've
No.
seen daytime television that was funnier.
I love it when the little guys get hurt.
That
What?
figures.
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the kisser.
Blank in the kisser.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
Is this a trick question?
No. I simply asked if you recognized him.
Okay then. No, I don't.
Okay. Do you want to look at this
Do you
tissue,
recognize
though?
this tissue? Think carefully now.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
I'm gonna have to hurry you.
ooh.
Time's up, so I'll tell you. It's a used tissue with a liberal dump of Bestheimer's number 12.
If you say so.
Ooh. Ooh.
You don't recall this tissue, do you?
Nah.
Oh.
Have you
I
ever
wanted to
seen this
hear him.
clown's
Ooh.
nose before?
Nope.
Wow. Fine.
See you later.
Not if you see me first.
Huh? Huh? Okay. Oh, I like it in here. It's fancy. A professor. A woman.
The woman was obviously English. She had all the qualities of Boadicea, Elizabeth I, and Margaret Thatcher rolled into one. It wasn't a pretty sight.
What? What do you mean?
I recognized the guy. It was the Nobel Prize winner from the country whose name I couldn't pronounce.
Wow. Okay.
It was a magnificent old Steinway piano. I figured the lady at the keys wouldn't appreciate a duet with a musical illiterate like me.
Okay, should we hear what a British lady sounds like?
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me,
Finance?
my dear. For one foolish moment, I thought. But never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George. George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George.
When you say
I
hat,
am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
okay. Can you shake my hand?
Would you like to shake my hand, ma'am?
Now, George, there's no need to be so formal. We met as tourists, and I want to keep it that way, despite the enormous social gulf between us.
Wow. Have you seen this guy?
I'm looking for a murderer.
Good heavens! You're a private detective.
That's correct, ma'am.
What's the term you Americans use? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I believe what you're thinking of is Dick.
Precisely.
Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah, no, fair do.
Have you come across a man who calls himself Khan?
I am familiar with only one person named Khan.
Genghis Khan, the legendary Mongol barbarian chieftain?
No, darling. Kevin.
Kevin Khan? I never heard of him.
I'd be most surprised if you had, darling. He's a pharmacist in Hemel Hempstead.
Hemel Hempstead?
Organises fundraising for the Rotarians. Lovely man.
What?
Does he have a scar on his cheek?
I really wouldn't know, sweetie.
Hearts Gang shout out there. My gosh.
Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets. That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
Wow. Look at my tool.
Can you think of any use for this tool, ma'am?
Oh, I can think of someone I'd like to use it on.
Do you know what this is?
At a guess, I'd say it was a clown's nose.
That's right. It was worn as a disguise by a vicious killer.
Good heavens, are you trying to alarm me?
It's true. He uses the name Khan.
Okay.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
Good God, no.
I just thought the smell might be familiar.
No.
Please, darling, put it away. I'm no shrinking violet, but that object makes me feel quite queasy.
Oh.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him. That's Merlin.
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no. Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Starr.
Shocked.
Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman.
The gall.
A man of honor. You know, I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna work together now?
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that
Ah.
clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
A
No,
murder?
smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Oh.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something
Okay.
to do with Plantow's briefcase.
Stop telling everyone everything.
I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear. It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. The wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off the inquest.
Oh.
Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hemel Hempstead.
What sort
That
of lady
was
is from Hemel Hempstead?
Until last night.
What happened last night? What happened last
What
night?
happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Stobart. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't really miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight. Romantic music
I love
tinkling
this
across
lady.
the room. And then, a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections. And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
Wow.
Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would.
Maybe.
I have to go, ma'am.
Okay. I think she's my favorite
Excuse
character
me.
so far.
Didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European
Why
state.
would you? Why?
Yes, that is me, in person.
Why?
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you any idea what this tool might be used for?
I cannot guess.
Would it mean anything if I told you it was for lifting drain covers?
No.
Such technology fills me with wonder.
Okay.
What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last cultural cleansing.
What about the mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime-free.
Sounds like heaven.
What?
Does this
Excuse me.
goo-smeared tissue mean anything to you?
Let's
No,
just move on
it
past
doesn't.
that bit. Okay.
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective. This is a photo of...
That is just one of the names by which he is known.
Okay.
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
Now that's a real bad attitude problem you've got there.
Okay.
Do you know a guy called Plantow?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you have.
Do you know this guy? Ah, never mind. He's dead anyway. You're not gonna get to
Have
know
you
him.
seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England, Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure and a
M&S
comfort to wear
Shout out.
with much support.
I'm real glad to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In
Yeah.
my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons
For pants?
for everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks
Thank
for your
you.
help.
Goodbye.
Thank you, sir. Goodbye. Very lovely chatting to you. It was. Right. Telephone. I guess I could see if the lady wants to find out about the, so that piano is very
Bush.
loud.
Hi, I have the address of the killer's hotel.
If you're going to pay him a visit, take care. Remember,
I
that
will.
guy's a professional.
Thanks. I'll be fine.
What is... Wow. Okay. I just wanted her to check in with me. That was all. Hello. I'm being brave. Oh! Wait, can I go down and talk to... Can I go down and talk to this guy?
It was the register of guests staying at the hotel.
Oh.
Hanging from a brass hook was a key and a plastic tag.
Can I steal it?
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
What?
You were
Why?
trying to steal that key, no?
No.
No way.
Can I peek at this?
There was no one registered under the name of Khan. If the killer was staying here, he'd used a different pseudonym.
Merlin. Okay.
The clerk wore a disdainful expression, like he'd been born with it.
Maybe you're born with it.
I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
Okay. Do you want to shake my hand?
Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur. I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand.
Who
Practical
would do
jokes
such
are
a thing?
so puerile, don't you think?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, who would do that?
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats.
Identification. Okay.
About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui,
We have it,
monsieur.
please.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests checked out this morning.
Okay.
Do you know a man named Plantar?
No, monsieur.
Okay.
I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
This is a highly
6'5",
respectable
red nose.
hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here.
If you say so. Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
Okay.
What do you make of this tissue?
Do you wish me to dispose of it for you,
No, it's
monsieur?
evidence.
Hey, no! It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
As you wish, monsieur. Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
I would.
Nah, it's fine the way it is.
Oh.
Do you recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
What do you make of this tool?
Stunning, monsieur. I bet you handle it like a professional.
I do.
I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
How
Why?
come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
Ooh.
Rats.
No,
It's
monsieur.
reserved for rats.
Dutch.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
Well, I guess I'll go nosing upstairs. Right. So that's
The
21.
sign on the door read 21. The door was locked.
Okay.
The sign on the door read 22. If the tailor's description was correct, this was the killer's room.
Can I just knock on it and...
The door was locked.
Oh.
Room number 23.
Why is that so suspicious after you've just read 21 and 22?
The door was locked.
The door was locked. Okay, so I guess I can only really come up here once I actually have the key or something more. Right. Oh!
The figure of a sexless youth was frozen in mid-skip with a silly grin on its stone lips.
Something I can do there. Can I choose which way up I go? No. The door was locked. Right, so I would need some sort of way to distract the guy so I can grab the key, maybe? What's that
Just a
guy
minute,
doing?
monsieur.
Yeah.
What's your problem?
No problem. If you cooperate.
What do you
gonna-
want?
Mug
Just a
me?
routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flat.
You flat.
Oh.
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing,
Buttons.
Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flat.
Hello, Rob. The sword is still broken. I spoke to the lady in the hotel. She was someone else. Okay. There just doesn't seem to be anything I can click on here. So what could I do to get that guy?
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Don't you think you have some explaining to do?
Huh?
I'm an American citizen and a bona fide visitor to your country.
What the...
You can't touch me up in the street and expect to get away with it.
Get lost, creep.
You're the creep. What a
Hey,
bad boy.
Shorty.
Nothing.
Forget it.
Forget it. Right. So, I think I showed everyone everything in there. So where... I mean, maybe I could show the police the photo. Oh! He's in his office now! Okay. Oh.
Excuse me.
Ah, Monsieur Stobart, n'est-ce
He
pas?
remembers my
That's
name!
correct. You remember me.
The retention of such data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is how crime is fought, through attention to detail, not intuition.
Yes,
So
sure.
sassy. Okay. Oh my gosh, we have so much. Look
You
at this.
recognize the man in this photograph?
Non, monsieur?
It's the guy who bombed the cafe. The clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown?
He's taken off his grease paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
Nothing? Look at those murderous eyes.
Murderous eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
Okay. What about...
Do you know a man named Khan? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his left cheek.
No, monsieur. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Yeah,
Yes.
bloody did it.
I believe Khan was the name he used when he hired the clown costume. I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur. Where is the victim?
I'm
C'est
the
moi.
victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Hotel
Outside
Ubu.
the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
Yes.
What are you going to do about Flap and Guido, Sergeant?
I'm going to bust them, monsieur. For years I have been hoping to pin something on that pair. Now's my chance. I'll show them. And the inspector.
Thanks, Sergeant. Thanks for taking me seriously.
I'm only doing my duty, monsieur.
Okay.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
We.
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur. Stop
I thought he only had one leg.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Very well.
Very well. Hello.
Hi, Inspector. Remember me?
But of course, Mr. Stobart. My mind is a well-ordered faculty. A mental classification system that's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale. No tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there
Okay.
is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he
Yeah,
was
'cause
trying to
I do
impress me, it
Wordle.
worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
Eh bien, if you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed.
It's not even been
But
a day.
I've been taken off the case.
Oh.
What about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
What was that psycho detective business you did in the cafe?
It is my theory that the passions evoked in violent crimes create ripples in the ether. Invisible to all but the possessor of a highly developed and receptive mind.
I'm impressed. Can you bend spoons, too?
I didn't think a man of your obvious intelligence would stoop to mockery.
I'm not mocking. I've had
George,
personal experience
for
of the power
shame.
of the mind. I used to get ignored at parties until I read a book that changed my life.
Really? What was it called?
Hypnotism
22.
for fun and profit. He
Oh.
looked at me as if I'd farted at a funeral.
The power of mesmerism is a rare gift, not a party trick.
Okay.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No, you must forget the business of the clown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobard.
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
Who?
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantar.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a
Thank
big shot
you.
at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
You're not going to try any of that psychic interrogation on me, are you?
Do you find the thought of my probing distasteful?
Let's just say I'd rather you didn't. I've got more doubts than doubting Thomas when it comes to mysticism.
Too bad. I think you would make an interesting subject under controlled regression.
The day I let anyone mess with my mind hasn't dawned yet.
Okay.
What do you make of this, Rosso?
It is a tool for gaining access
He's
to
good.
sewers.
He knows. What do you think of
Does
this?
this red nose mean anything to you?
I'd imagine it means you have not given up your pursuit of the crown.
He really
You're
is
absolutely
good.
right. I found this tissue in the sewer.
It would have been best if you'd left it there.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No.
It's the
No.
face of a killer.
The man who bombed the cafe?
The photograph was taken soon after the explosion. He'd escaped through the sewers, leaving a trail of clues behind him.
Circumstantial evidence, Stobard. None of it proves a thing.
Okay.
Would you care to shake my hand, Inspector?
Please don't be offended if I decline your offer, Stobard. The palms of my hands are particularly sensitive.
Fine.
So long, Inspector.
Okay, can I finish talking to this guy?
Excuse me.
What do you
Excuse
want
me?
now?
I know the identity of the dead guy. His name was Plantar.
Yeah, he was stood there
that
the
so?
whole time.
You knew him, did you?
No, but
We'll know everything there is to know about him soon enough.
I'm trying to be helpful here.
The best way you can help us is to go home, monsieur.
I can't, it's not on the map.
See you later, Sergeant.
Oh, wait.
Excuse me.
What do
Wait. Shake my hand.
Would you like to shake my hand, Sergeant?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur. The gesture could be misconstrued.
Oh, do you want this
Do
tissue?
you recognize this dirty tissue?
I told you.
Oh.
See you
Okay.
later, Sergeant.
Thank you. Right, let's go and call my woman. And see what she has to say about this.
Bonjour,
Hi. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh. I guess I thought she'd be interested that he's been taken off of the case. That's interesting information. Right. Do you have anything more to say, milady? She's not into me. How
Oh, hi.
dare. I'm the main character.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Okay. Oh.
See you later.
You have nothing else
That's
to say
right.
to me. Okay. What if I talk to her face to face? Will she love me then? Hello.
I
didn't mean to click that. I
Yeah?
was trying to click on the...
Is he still there?
If he is, he's changed his name.
Guessing they're saying the killer is still at the hotel.
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh. Well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking? Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clown's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
Okay.
The guy at the novelty shop gave me this.
What is it?
A hand buzzer. You put it in your hand and give people electric shocks.
Why?
It's a gag. A practical joke.
It's a gag.
If you ever use it on me, I'll break your arm.
Okay. I get the picture.
Okay. Okay.
May I use your telephone?
Sure,
Clyde,
go
thank
ahead.
you very much
Thanks.
for the raid. How you doing? How's it going? I'm solving a murder, supposedly. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm this guy, and I'm
See you later.
bumbling through.
Where are you going now?
I could go back to the Hotel
These
Ubu,
cute
I
little
guess.
guys? Those
Whatever
are
those
fat
two
sacks.
thugs are after must be important.
And they're beautiful. They're special little boys. Just little guys. Okay. So that was, I guess, a hint to go back to Hotel Ubu and see what the thugs want. What do you want?
The guy looked just like a weasel. Hey, Shorty!
Shorty! Hey! Is that what I'm saying to him? That
You
doesn't give me
recognize
any
the guy in this
information.
photograph?
No, I never saw it.
What do they want?
Forget
How
it.
do I know what they want? I never played the original. This is my first trying of it.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello,
Good to
George.
see
What can
you.
I do for you now?
Do you know about the thugs? Yes.
That gangster I told you about? He went through my pockets just now.
Yeah.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
Okay.
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Very much so.
It's the key to an empty room.
And why, may I ask, do you wish to gain access to an empty room? Do you plan to squat?
No, ma'am.
Scouts honor?
I was never in the Boy Scouts, ma'am.
Oh, you should have been. What were your parents thinking of? It's a fine way for a boy to get licked into shape. Now tell me, why do you want to get into that room?
It's next to the room the killer is using.
Ah, so you plan to eavesdrop on Merlin?
I was
Yeah.
hoping there might be a connecting door.
I
gonna walk
shouldn't
in.
think my feminine charms would be much use in this case. But a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
Yay! Oh my gosh. Look at her go.
I say, you there, flunky.
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Oh
Good.
no.
I wish to deposit some jewelry for safekeeping.
I understand.
Can I also get a peek in the safe?
Are you quite certain?
Oh, wait,
Yes,
can I be
sure,
grabbing
ma-
this while she's talking? No.
Over to you, my dear.
But can I not now use the... Can I also peek in this?
There was,
I
but
also
the name
wanna
in the
peek
book
safe.
for room 22 was Merlin.
Yes. And I also
In the
want to
back
look
of
at
the office
safe.
was a small safe with a combination lock.
Can I go to the safe? No, I cannot. Okay, run away! I didn't do it! He saw nothing. Okay, let's go through the door.
The door was locked.
Yeah, but imagine if it wasn't, though.
Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
Okay. Right, we have a wardrobe, a cabinet, and a window. Maybe I can, like, sneak across.
It was a massive mahogany wardrobe.
Yeah, the being a jerk was very unnecessary. She
There
could
was
have
nothing
literally
in
just
the
said,
wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor.
Okay.
A cabinet stood beside the bed.
She could have literally just said, please can I deposit this? Thank you.
The cabinet was empty, but it smelt of onions. No kidding, it really did.
What? Who keeps onions in their cabinet?
The window looked out over a narrow alley surrounded by high walls.
Yes. Where'd you keep yours? In the onion box, of course. Oh my gosh, look at this! Yeah, man. There's a bird's nest. Oh my goodness. I've done a crime.
The cabinet had no drawers, just a single door.
Is it full of onions?
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed.
Damn it. Damn, he's good. Okay.
The closet was a solid, impressive piece of antique furniture.
Okay. Thank you for the follow.
The pants were newly laundered and pressed with immaculate creases. There was nothing in the pockets of the pants. There was nothing in the pockets of the pants.
There was nothing in the pockets of the pants.
There was nothing in the pockets of the pants.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, the briefcase, though.
It was the battered leather briefcase I'd seen Plantar carrying just before he died.
There was nothing in the pockets of the pants.
I searched the interior of the briefcase, but as I'd half expected, it was empty.
But was there anything in the pockets of the pants? Right, close the wardrobe again. Okay, and then the bed.
The bed was several times larger than the narrow cot I'd been given at the place I was staying.
Can I jump on it? Oh. Oh.
The bed was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits.
I've learned nothing. I've learned absolutely nothing from this. I learned that there was nothing in the pockets of the pants.
I had the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom.
There's going to be something in the pockets of my pants in a bit. Why don't you just go through the window? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's nothing in the pockets of the pants. Okay, maybe there's something in the pockets of these pants.
The pants matched the jacket which the killer had lost in Paris.
Yes. What about the pockets of the pants? Two things.
I couldn't believe my luck when I found 2 items in the pockets of the pants. The
Two
first
items
was
in
an
the pockets of the
ordinary
pants?
matchbook. No matches, no clues. The
Okay.
second was a pass card which read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Pockets of the pants.
There was nothing else in the pockets of the killer's pants.
There's nothing else in the pockets of the pants. Though.
The pants...
Okay. Is the door still locked?
The door was locked.
Okay. Let's go. Right. Hello. What if I were to show you... Wait,
The
first things
matchbook
first.
bore a pattern of swirling color and the words, Club Element.
What now, monsieur?
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
Oh.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to see what he's left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe. I can live with that.
What? I thought he was gonna show me the thing because I had ID
What now, monsieur?
I've just been manhandled by a gorilla.
Yes? I do not see any signs of a gorilla.
No, not a real gorilla. It was a guy who looked like a gorilla. It happened right out front of this building.
Let me get this quite clear. Are you complaining or bragging?
I want to know what you're going to do about it. The scrawny one has a gun.
I suggest you contact the police.
Can't you do anything about them?
What goes on in the streets of Paris is hardly my responsibility.
It's on your doorstep.
Aren't you concerned that your guests are being intimidated by gangsters?
No one else has complained, monsieur? Did they steal anything from you?
Well, no. They didn't find what they were looking for.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't think they did either.
Pockets of the pants.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
Fine. Oh, do you want this?
Do you recognize this key?
That is the property of the Hotel Ubu.
Correct.
May I ask how it found its way from the little hook to your pocket?
Would you believe it was put there by a poltergeist?
No, monsieur. The hotel is regularly serviced by an exorcist. If we had a ghost, Father Fécond would have flushed it out.
I suppose you want the key back.
Not spécialement. The room is vacant.
He's very chill about
Since you are
this.
so determined to conduct your little investigation, I won't stop you.
Wow! Free room.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
Okay. That's quite lovely of him. Right. Maybe if I talk about this.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
She's just up for crime all the time, so...
I got the key. Thanks for your help, ma'am. I found this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Alamut. It might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
True.
I found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
This guy probably has a million faces. I showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of. Follow me, George!
Oh my gosh! Is this lady just the way to unlock every single puzzle in the game now?
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
He has a
I
point.
happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law.
What?
If he tries anything, shoot him, George.
What?
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
I think I'm the biggest criminal in this game.
You know, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Okay. I just stood
Thanks.
on top of the lady.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
Oh, have I? Okay, I've decided that. So I'm going to go now. But what if they mug me outside for... What if they want it?
It was the ancient manuscript which Khan had stolen from Plantow.
I don't want them to steal it from me.
Hold it right there. Search him again, Flat.
Why?
Is this what you're after, Guido?
No!
See? That's it.
I can explain everything. Well, almost everything.
Too late. You're on your way to feed the fishes.
I'm allergic to fish. I break out in blotches when I eat tuna.
Let's go.
Well, I do want to feed the fishes, just not with my body. Wait, they actually just killed me? That's it? Wow. Okay. I guess. So do I have... Okay, I need to get the... Right. Lady.
Hi, ma'am.
Right, let's blast through this.
I got...
Right.
But
I should back it that book bit back. Fun fact, they removed that in the director's cut but re-added this for this version. Oh no.
Did you place a pass?
Beep, bap, boop, bap, beep, bap, boop, bap, beep, bap, boop, bap, beep, bap,
If he
boop.
tries anything...
Shoot
One
him.
moment, please.
Shoot him. Okay.
You know,
Right, give me the thing.
Voilà.
thanks. I just...
Right. What if I call... What if I call her and let her know that I've got it?
Bonjour, Kula.
Hi, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Hey, I've got something awesome to show you.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
A surprise.
Oh, I don't like mysteries, George.
I can't tell you just now, but I'll come show you soon.
But... But now how am I gonna get out of the...
The door was locked.
No, it wasn't. I unlocked it. Okay. Right, go out the window. You're a reporter. What do you mean you don't like mysteries? Okay, is there a world in which I can drop this off of the building?
If I wanted my shins sticking out of my shoulders, I could have jumped. Mama Stobar
Yeah.
didn't raise no suicidal fools, though.
What? Can I put this...
I
Oh,
knew this was no way to treat an ancient manuscript.
But
I
I
couldn't
need-
let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
chuck it. Yeet. Yes. Okay, okay. Right, let's go, let's go. Go, 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 go. Ignore the onion drawer. Go down. Out the door. Out the door.
Hold it right there.
I'm holding.
Nothing.
Okay, let him go.
Let him go. Ah, ah, ah. Yes.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed.
Little does he know
I
that in
couldn't
another
wait to get
land
back to Nico's apartment and check it out.
he died. Oh, it just takes me straight there. Okay.
You're just not going to believe what I found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
I found another tissue on the floor. Do you want to see?
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the U-boot.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantar?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades. This guy, named Hughes de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive.
Oh.
But the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found.
Oh.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping. Think about it, Josh.
What if she's the
One
clown?
guy's already died for it, as you said yourself. Besides, that parchment is fragile.
Okay, I'm convinced. You keep hold of it.
Okay.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Oh.
Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobinol.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
George.
Far from it. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Krone Museum. I'll give you the address.
Oh.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the Wicked Queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid, Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
Or the boo box.
A knight with a crystal ball. There's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
Oh,
You
George
speak
just speaks Latin. Yeah,
Where
of
did you
course,
learn
why
a trick
not?
like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover. It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
Oh, is this person about to hurt this cow? Because that makes me sad.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod.
Okay. I mean, they say I don't know of any mythological bulls, and then talk about the Minotaur, who's literally the son of a mythological bull. But okay. Right. I can't ask about the briefcase now.
Maybe I'll check out the Kroon Museum.
I'm sure you'll find it useful, George.
How's the book going for me? I'm like halfway through, and I'm really enjoying it. I've seen some people say that they find it slow going, but I really like it. Like, I was so excited to get some reading time when I was on the train down to Southampton. Which book? We're reading Once a Monster by Robert Dinsdale for book club. I'm just over halfway. I saw your B-reel of you reading it, honey. I was like, oh, I know that one.
I considered smashing my fist through the pane, wrenching open the window, and vaulting triumphantly into the building. Then I thought, no, that's dumb. Besides, I might get hurt.
Call of the Void.
Through the grimy glass, I could see several large shapes in a gloomy room. What they were, I couldn't imagine.
Room. Okay. What's in the bush?
Access to the side and rear of the museum building was blocked by a dense clump of bushes. A real macho guy would have plunged straight into the spiky, scratchy bushes. Not me.
Not me. I'm a thinking man. I know Latin.
The attendant had an air of self-importance and the kind of steely eyes that never seemed to blink.
Okay.
A metal rod attached to the wall was connected to the window.
Oh.
The case contained a collection of rocks. They were all shapes and colors, but they were still rocks. Above them, a sign read, L'Age Paléolithique. I tried to sneak my hand inside while the guard wasn't looking, but the case was locked.
Let me do a crime. I've had a taste for it now.
It was a statue from ancient Egypt. Those old civilizations sure could teach us a few things about art and beauty. The statue didn't deserve to be mauled by a Philistine like me. The case contained some fragments of pottery. They looked to me like broken flower pots. Above them, a sign read. I tried to sneak my hand inside while the guard wasn't.
Can I steal nothing?
The case contained 2 rows of silver coins. Each coin on the lower row showed a portrait of a guy with a huge nose. I tried to raise the glass cover of the case, but it didn't budge. I looked down at a collection of tools with wooden handles and tarnished metal blades. There were knives, chisels, and spikes fanned out in a semicircle. I guess there's always been a need for home improvement. I tried to sneak my hand inside.
Okay.
It was a large brass urn. There was nothing in the urn.
My hand inside, but oh.
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marne at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited.
Hey, no! No, monsieur. No.
What's wrong?
You must not handle the exhibits.
I'm sorry.
I want to.
The attendant had...
Je voudrais.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Are you Lobino?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No. I am the deputy custodian.
But Lobino does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see for yourself, not today.
Okay. Ooh.
Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John Dee.
John Dee's nuts.
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
Dee was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century. The Houdini of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
Well, whatever he was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
Okay.
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology. Can I take a closer look at the tripod?
What? Get it out of the case?
Oui.
No! That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
How sophisticated?
A painfully loud alarm bell.
Oh.
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
Okay.
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
It has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
Okay.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar, though people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park the... No. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar. Not like Monsieur Lobino.
Lobino.
What can you tell me about the collection of coins?
A rare example of silver coinage from the reign of Philippe le Bel. That little old lay buried for centuries in a field on the outskirts of Paris.
Ooh.
They're unique. Nothing like them has been found anywhere else in Europe.
Kirsty and I were talking about whether we could use the Patreon money to buy a metal detector and go metal detecting.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
Not a sausage. Not a saucisson.
The sign on the tripod says it was found at a Templar preceptory.
It does?
Yeah. It doesn't mention John Dee at all.
Most remiss.
You don't know anything about the tripod, do you?
No, I don't.
Oh my gosh, Jacques.
I never had much of a start in life, you see. I owe what little education I gained to my uncle. He was an optician, but he also doubled as the village school teacher. He taught me the alphabet. Wait, 19 letters of it. The bottom row of the chart was too small even for him to read, so he left them out.
Why don't you start over and enroll for adult education?
You know, I never thought of that. Do you think if I studied hard and did all my homework, I could be a professor of history?
Yeah.
At your age? Dream on.
What, George? What the heck is wrong with George? Why is he an idiot?
Who was Philippe le Bel?
You don't know? Philippe IV, the King of France.
Wasn't he the guy who wiped out the Knights Templar?
I have no idea, monsieur. All I know is he was King of France. I don't even know why he was called Philippe le Bel.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the collection of pottery?
Those are remains of pots used by the original inhabitants of Paris. The Paris pot people.
When did they move out?
15,000 years ago, monsieur. Vanished in the mists of time. Didn't even have time to pack up their pots.
The pocket of their pants.
I thought the original inhabitants
Pots
of
of
Paris
Paris.
were a tribe known as the Parisi.
That is right, monsieur. Renowned for their pots. You see, in those days, people didn't have much in the way of possessions. A few flints, some animal skins, maybe the odd bone or two. Naturally, when the Parisi came along with their pots, why, everybody wanted one.
I guess they must have caused a kind of consumer frenzy.
Yeah, oui, they connect the market, cleaned up.
Okay.
You don't know the first thing about those pots, do you?
Stop!
No, monsieur.
I didn't come here to make the security guard feel small.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
I guess not.
No.
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
What do you make of this tissue?
It is absolutely disgusting, monsieur.
Do you recognize this red nose?
I don't think so.
What does this tool mean to you?
That belongs in a museum.
Pardon?
It is a priceless historical artifact, if I am not mistaken.
No, it's a plain old tool for lifting drain covers. Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
Oh, no. I don't frequent places like that.
Do you recognize this ID pass?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for your help.
Thank you. Oh.
It was an ancient Egyptian sarcophagus with a beautifully painted effigy of its owner on the lid.
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000 years old.
Just opened it. I didn't
Closet?
think he was
It's
going
a
to just
sarcophagus.
open it.
It was a stone carving from ancient Egypt. I was
Kick
no
it.
desecrator of tombs.
Why? Look at this attorney's badge. Praise me. Is he going to tell me off for this?
The rod turned smoothly, and the window above me opened.
Oh, he didn't notice. Right, can I go this way? I don't think so. He closed it! Wait. If I... Go on. Go and close it.
As I reached toward the display case, a shrill piping, I froze, then tried to get myself together and act nonchalantly.
Now, what did I tell you about touching the exhibits?
Nothing. I don't remember you telling me anything.
You can touch all you want so long as your hands are clean?
Not quite, monsieur. It was do not touch, not ever.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Okay.
It was a metal rod with a handle at one end and a short...
I don't know. Okay, I might go and inspect. Maybe I'll get something of like a similar weight, and I'll have
The
to.
tripod was definitely the one on the manuscript. The Templar connection confirmed it. I was tempted to go to Ireland to check it out.
Is that what's happening now? We're going to Ireland. I was wondering if I need to like Indiana Jones it and like switch them over. Okay, so... Oh, wait, what? What the heck? For real? What the... I was joking! I didn't think... Okay, why not? Why the heck not? Here we are.
Several hours later, I arrived in Ireland, the Emerald Isle. I'd been lucky to get a bus from Dublin to the tiny village of Lochmarron. On the way out, the driver told me there was only one service a day.
Wow. I dread to think how bad the accents are going to be. I dread to think.
The menu was limited. It read, "No food today." I didn't care. I'd lost my appetite somewhere over the Irish Sea. It was a trap door in the sidewalk. I tugged at the trap door, but it was locked from the inside.
Do I still have all the stuff in my pockets? I do! Oh my gosh.
The drain was covered with an iron grating, through which I could hear the rush and surge of running water.
What's the equivalent of that's
I took
not on
hold of
fire?
the grating and pulled hard,
It's,
but it didn't
there
move.
was nothing in the pockets of the pants. There was nothing in the pockets of the pants.
It was a featureless plastic box firmly attached to the wall of the building.
Oh.
I tugged at the plastic cover, but it didn't move.
Butts. Can I hit it with this?
I tapped the plastic with the lifting key, but it was too strong to shatter.
No. Right. Boy.
The lad was doing his best to express his adolescent aggression. His effort was somewhat diminished by the fringe of milk on his lightly feathered upper lip.
You could see that from there?
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
Oh. Oh, I can pretend to be... No, I'm going to be me.
I'm George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Where's Melon?
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why?
Oh.
Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I. See what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
do love one of those classic Huckleberry Finn references in games. Shake my hand.
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on. I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks.
Shake my
Father
hand.
Mahoney told me I'd burn in hell if I did.
I just want to shake your hand, that's all.
Oh, all right.
Gotcha. Neat, huh?
Didn't feel a thing.
What do you think this tool is used for?
Lifting drains.
Dead right. How did you know that?
Work experience course at school. They gives me a choice of going down the drains or up the chimney.
You're
What year is
kidding.
this set in?
Have you ever seen anyone wearing one of these?
Why would the clown
Sure.
be an island?
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
It's a clown's nose. I was almost killed by the guy who wore it.
You should have told the cops.
I did.
Did.
They weren't interested.
I did.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing.
Why?
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seed him.
Do you recognize this matchbook, McGuire?
Why
No,
would
sir.
he?
I never seed it before in my life.
Take a look at this, McGuire.
It's an ID card.
Okay.
What of it?
Well, I've got to.
Ever
that
heard
now.
of Thomas Merlin? Or the Gruber Electronics Corporation?
No.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No. It's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only...
What?
Oh, nothing.
What?
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No.
Oh,
What is it you're
look at
covering up?
you.
Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
It's a double
I'll
negative,
give you
Maguire.
one last chance to
Tell
tell me
me.
about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh. There's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Loch Man.
Okay. Oh, look at him. He's so spoopy.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worse. It was coming
Forced?
from inside the castle.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the
I should have
dark.
played this for
I was
Halloween.
so scared. Well, it fell off the bloody wall.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
Yeah, he's told you.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. Did this clown see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm
I
25.
was waiting
Yeah,
for that.
right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
Okay.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Thank you. You've been very, very helpful. So very helpful. Ooh. Plan, regular, fiddler, landlord, beer pump, old man. Ooh. Okay, right.
The young red-haired guy was plainly nervous about something. Perhaps he felt threatened by the presence of a handsome dude like me.
Yeah, that's it, George. That's it. That is it. That is that. That's what it is.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
Oh, would you like a beer?
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I run tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died.
What?
We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Oh my gosh.
What does this tissue suggest to you?
Nothing.
Oh. Do you want to shake my hand?
Shake my hand.
Wait,
It's
no,
a
he's
trick,
on
isn't
nerve.
it?
Damn it,
medicine.
you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone.
Well, you got the child.
See you later.
Okay.
The guy with the fiddle seemed oblivious to everything except his playing. Meanwhile, everyone else in the bar seemed oblivious to him.
Okay. Is he going to carry on playing whilst he talks to me?
He wasn't listening.
Oh.
The guy sat in the corner as if he was a permanent fixture. There was a vacant look on his cow-like face that said
Cow-like
quite
face?
clearly,
What the heck?
nobody home. His
What
elbow
the heck?
rested on an obviously soggy piece of towel.
Oh.
Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine site now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
Okay.
Can you tell me about
Oh.
the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the
Not
same
John
man who dug up
Dee.
the gem.
The gem?
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he
Died.
dead?
Not that, but he's gone from the village. A
It's
soft
okay, I'll
pint with
fly
our
anywhere.
esteemed host, I might add.
Okay. Oh, look, there he is.
Why is Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why.
Ah,
More than that,
those.
there's the question of an unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
He does look very sad.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
He's
Mick
right
Leary.
there.
He's what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
Okay. Okay.
What do you make of this tissue?
I'd guess that muck on it is grease paint.
There's no fooling you, Mr. O'Brien.
Wow. Or is
I'd
there?
like to shake you by the hand, Mr. O'Brien.
I'd rather not. You see, I happen to notice
There really
that
is no
vibrating
fooling
buzzer in your
him.
palm.
Okay.
Do you know where Pegram is gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dark.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason,
Okay.
he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
Ooh.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
No.
Oh, no.
Thank the Lord for that.
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a phantom of Loch Marn.
Oh, no. I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Goodbye for now.
Okay, will this guy be as helpful?
Hi, my name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
The professor.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
What's this?
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, pal. Understanding how people used to live by what they left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and favourite condoms, more likely.
Well, there you go. Think of this.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
No, but you should show that to my granny. She could tell you fortune from it.
From a soiled tissue?
Sure. Some people read tea leaves. My granny reads handkerchiefs.
Oh my gosh. Can we?
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Okay.
Is it true that Pegram found a valuable gem?
What? First I heard of it.
Where have you been, Pat? For that gem is the talk of every town from Loch Marn to Ballydoon.
Nobody told me. A lucky sod. So that's why he scampered.
Okay.
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He just joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellas yourself?
Oh. No.
Oh no, I'm here on vacation.
What's that?
A vacation, Pat. It's what the Americans call a holiday.
Oh, right. In Loch Marn? You come to Loch Marn for a holiday?
Sure, it's a very pretty place.
Where the hell are you from, mister? California.
California.
I know it. That's where the Bruins come from.
Yeah, amongst other things. Bye for now.
Okay. Right.
The white whiskers on the bartender's flushed face were like garlands on a Christmas tree. The resemblance ended there. The top of his head was too slick and shiny to act as a perch for a Christmas angel.
Top of the morning to you.
Was that it?
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Oh my gosh,
Do you
was that
want
George
something?
trying to do that?
Are you just
Oh,
flaunting
jeez.
your xenophobia?
Well, I was
Pop off,
trying to
Queen.
be sociable.
Tell him. Tell him.
Is it a room you're after?
Yes.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could.
Maybe
If
I
you don't
will.
mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the undertaker comes to collect him.
Oh.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
No.
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
That's right. In the best room in the house.
That's the one with the bed.
Can I see Pegram's room?
It's been taken by one of the brothers from the reformatory. They come every year for spiritual refreshment.
That's a good one. Their idea of refreshment is a good full of stout.
I wouldn't
he was
want
gonna
to
say
disturb a
refreshment
man
of
of
the
God.
spirits.
Especially not a big fella from the bad boys' home.
I don't blame you, Mick. That brother's got muscles like a muscle man.
Okay.
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No, you're the first today.
Got him.
seriously. I'm looking for a man dressed in a clown costume.
Got it.
Would he be having a little white dog with a black patch over the eye?
I shouldn't think so. What can you tell me about the castle?
You're the second person to ask me that today. I don't know anything about the castle. It's only an old ruin anyway.
Who else was asking about the castle?
He said he was a reporter. He was
Oh.
asking about the little people.
I could have told him a tale or two about the little people. He might have paid me to hear what he wanted me to say.
Anyway, I chucked him out on his arse.
Good for you, Meg. That's the way to deal with journalists.
Beer.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and fix you fall over.
Okay. Thank you. Well, have you ever
Do
seen
you recognize
this
this
guy just
man?
out of interest?
No, I don't. What do you want with him?
I've got a score to settle.
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club. According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism?
Dial. Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Never mind.
Okay.
Thanks.
Right. So, drink the beer. Look at
I
the
was
beer
about
pump.
to reach for the pump when I came to my senses.
Oh,
A rash
can I
move
look
like
at it?
that in a strange country with strange customs could be my last.
True.
It was an electric pump operated by pushing a small lever. It was a beer-stained piece of toweling. As the man raised his arm to drink, I snatched
Wait, did I just
the
steal
towel
that?
away.
Why did I steal
It was
it?
a rectangle of toweling printed with the words, Nagopaline Stout builds body.
Okay. Can I drink this whole thing? More.
Somehow, I'd managed to drink the thick, sweet brew. I felt
Thick,
strangely
sweet brew.
compelled to order another, even though my every instinct warned me against it.
Okay, let's.
It was an
talk
electric
to-
glass washer. It looked even older than the barman. It was an electrical plug attached to the glass washer.
Oh, I can use the telephone.
It was a telephone,
Thank you for the
incongruous in
funnel.
the rustic setting of the homely bar.
Surely making a long distance call is really mean.
Allô? Couleur. J'écoute.
Nico?
Who is this?
It's me, George.
Oh, hello, George. Where are you?
I'm in Ireland.
Ireland? What are you doing there?
It's a long story.
Any signs of our friend the clown?
You're kidding. You probably never even heard of Lochmarn.
Wow. Okay, let's
I'd
talk
been
to this
taught
guy.
not to judge people by their appearance or
Really?
their clothes or
Have
the length
you?
of their hair. Nobody ever said anything about runny noses.
I feel like you've judged everyone on everything about their looks.
Hi there, old-timer.
Oh my god.
What? Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner.
Can I show
Pious
him the
prig.
tissue?
Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
Halitosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
You could make use of this tissue.
Never use them. Those things are unhygienic.
I mean, it has been in my pocket for days that I found in a sewer.
What does this red nose mean to you?
I suppose you're collecting for charity?
No, I'm not. I want to know if you've seen someone wearing a nose like this.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Do you know Pegram, the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it?
Yeah. The fiddler stopped.
No, I don't know him.
Okay.
Were you aware that Pegram was conducting an archaeological dig?
I don't meddle in other people's affairs. They don't interest me.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
I told you, I never heard of him.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochmarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Uh-oh.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
Uh-oh.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or
rabbit.
a skunk or something?
With flappy
Skunk.
wings.
In Lochmarn? That'll be the day. No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
Okay.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh.
Oh.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
The end of the bar was hinged, like the drawbridge on a medieval castle.
Can I go through? Will I get in trouble?
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I want to be the
Excuse me?
barman now.
No customers behind the bar. Ever.
Fine. Okay. So... Well, you still can't talk to this guy.
He wasn't listening.
Can I show the landlord...
Excuse me?
His own towel?
Yes, sir?
Does this
I didn't mean to do that.
Well, what's the idea? You're worse than old Ron. Put it away.
This.
May I borrow this towel?
Sure you can, on one condition.
Yeah.
What's that?
You keep it away from old Ron.
Who's Ron?
That's him in the corner, with the hygiene problem.
Oh.
Thanks.
Okay. So I know that there's an upstairs bit. I wonder if I can now talk to the other fella and ask, are you sure it was an old Ron you
Hey,
saw?
McGuire.
What do you want to know?
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, 'cause he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure.
Oh.
Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Do you know anything about Pegram's dig?
He wouldn't let me anywhere near it. I offered to help, but he chased me off. I didn't want to see his smelly old hole anyhow.
Did anyone from the village work at the dig?
Pegram brought some students and bums with him.
Bums?
He reckoned no one in Lochmarn would know what to look for. The only local guy who worked for him was Sean Fitzgerald.
Sean Fitzgerald. Okay.
I heard that Pegram had found a legendary gem.
That's right. It's been the talk of Lochmarn all week.
You haven't seen the gem, have you?
Hell no. I reckon Pegram made off with it. If I was him, I'd go to Amsterdam, chop it up and sell it.
Is that
He could
where
be
we're
living
going
the
off to
life of
next?
Riley instead of digging holes.
Okay.
See you later, kid.
Okay.
Right. Can I go up here? Who's this?
The farmer's craggy face was set in a mask of aesthetic appreciation. His feet were set in a pair of manure-caked boots.
Is this Sean Fitzgerald?
Hi.
Do you speak English?
Well, no. What if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting
Why
to
did he say
hypnotize
that
me,
so close
or
to
is
the
it the
mic?
constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice.
It was a killer.
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
Do you think Pegram's disappearance is due to the curse?
Look at the facts. He dug up the gem. He disappeared. Bingo. It doesn't take a degree in mathematics to work that one out, does it? You don't have to be a smarty Pythagoras with a calculator.
I guess not.
Pegram has run off with the gem.
What book are you reading?
Good book?
A book? It's a passport to a world of fantasy and imagination.
Yeah, what's the title?
Creative Shelving for Beginners, the 1978 edition.
Ooh.
What's so cool about home improvement?
There's nothing like it. The resinous autumnal aroma of seasoned wood, the rhythmic rasp of the clay. Ah, no wonder our Lord came to earth as the son of a humble carpenter. I bet he was a wizard with a chisel and a length or two before.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. Ah, but if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know,
No.
this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
Oh.
Surely
Tell
the
me more about
betrayal of
shelves.
Christ's adoptive family as humble artisans is a symbolic metaphor.
I don't know about that, but I know they were carpenters. Haven't you read the book?
Well,
The good
no.
book.
But I have seen The Greatest Story Ever Told, and I don't recall Jesus putting up any shelves.
Heaven's sake.
Who built the castle?
Mad Phelan, the first lord of Lochmarn. Well, I say lord, but actually he was little more than a village chieftain. He built his castle from the remains of the Templar preceptory.
Oh.
Where was the site of the Templar preceptory?
Right here on Temple Hill. Phelan built right on top of the old wall. It's said that deep beneath these walls there's a Templar chapel.
Okay.
Did Pegram discover the chapel?
I don't know. His workers were sworn to secrecy.
Do you mind if I climb up your haystack to get into the castle?
What? You'd break your stupid neck for sure. Do you think I'd stand by and see your brains dashed out?
I'd be very careful, and I promise not to sue.
You won't get the chance, not while I'm here to stop you.
Oh. What about this tissue?
What do you
Does
make
that
of
mean
this
anything?
tissue?
That's a sorry sight to wave about in public.
Oh, it's theatrical grease paint.
And that makes it all right, does it? I must remember that next time someone complains about the state of me handkerchief.
What about this?
Have you any use for this towel?
Whatever gave you that idea? Oh dear me, no.
Okay. Do you want to shake my hand?
Would you like to shake my hand?
What is this? I don't do that male bonding stuff.
Okay.
I have to go now.
I have to go now. You don't want to bond with me. Fine. Fine.
The gates were
I don't
made
wanna
of
bond
solid,
with you anyway.
age-blackened wood.
Thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, give it a good shove. That'll work.
Pushing with all my strength got me nowhere. They didn't budge. I really need to start working out.
That's true. Okay, what if I use the tool on it? Go on. Okay, I don't think there's anything else up here. A key would be nice. Can I go? Can I go this way, or does that take me back to America? No, there must be some way that I can get into behind the bar. Why is this guy looking so nervous?
Hello.
Did you work at Professor Peagram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Oh, of course.
McGuire says you did.
You don't believe that damned hooligan, do you?
Why not?
His probation officer could tell you a tale or two.
Okay.
Where can I find Professor Peagram?
I heard he's gone fishing. I don't know where.
Have you heard about the gem which Peagram found?
I've heard a rumor, but you can't believe everything you hear or see, can
He
you?
put his hand on the box when he talked about it. He put him hand on him box.
See you later.
Let me look at that. Why can I not look at it? I want to look at.
I recognized the guy from McGuire's description. He was real twitchy.
Can I not
Hello.
switch over it? Oh.
Ever seen this towel before?
Doesn't it belong on the bar?
Very observant, Fitzgerald.
Okay.
See you later.
So, I somehow need to. I'm guessing what I need to do is maybe
He wasn't listening.
turn off that
Excuse me, Mr.
light
O'Brien.
or the thing
Hello there.
to create a
What now?
distraction to steal the box. Mayhaps.
Oh,
That's what
nothing.
I'm guessing. But I don't know how. I
Hey.
do not know what order in which
Hello
to
there
do
again.
things.
What do you think of this towel?
Now, there's a fine piece of cloth if ever I did see one. Such craft must surely come from linen cupboards of the Vatican itself.
I found it on the bar under your elbow.
I thought it looked familiar.
Okay.
Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
Hello, Coco. We've done a couple
Let
of
me
crimes.
see now.
Just a little bit.
I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
I'll buy you a beer.
Can I buy you a drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here.
Who, Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him? Shame on you, Patrick.
Same again. Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of brown coming up.
Okay, what do you know about this guy? What do you know about him?
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it was only last week. Fitzgerald was there all right. Him and a bunch of students. He was speaking with the boss man.
Is that it?
Bye for now.
Is that all you can tell me? Okay, right. You, there. Sean. Shifty Sean.
Hello.
Doyle told me you definitely worked at the dig.
You don't believe him, do you? Patrick
Yes.
Doyle is a moron and a scoundrel.
Even so, he saw you talking to Peagram.
You can't prove that, mister.
See you later.
Maybe not, but shut up.
Hey!
Hello there again, mister.
Okay.
Oh, nothing really.
Right. Can I get you to
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Do you know Sean Fitzgerald very well?
I know him enough not to sell him more than 2 pints. He's like a kid when he gets a few beers inside him.
That's what I need
I'm not
to do.
surprised. He's on medication. It's for
I
his
need to
nerves.
get him drunk.
There's nothing wrong with his nerves. He's just screwy.
May I have another beer, please?
Certainly, sir. Same again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
please. How is this stuff made?
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honored fashion,
Ooh.
suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp, lowered into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven.
Ted, thank you very much for the 46 months. 46 years of brownie and these delightfully accurate and not offensive accents in the game. Yep,
Thanks.
they're very... very unoffensive, very accurate. There was worse earlier.
Hello.
Oh, I want to... How do
Sorry
I
to
beer
bother
him?
you.
How do I pick up beer and put it in the man? Now I'm just drinking it.
The
I
glass
want to-
contained a dark liquid.
How do I... I think I can only drink this one.
The glass...
It plays like a magical tune
Somehow,
every
I'd
time.
managed to drink the thick, sweet brew. I felt...
How many can I drink? Will it actually start changing it, I wonder? Okay, let's talk to this guy again.
Hello again.
Maybe I
What?
will be naughty and give him the... What's this?
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine.
What?
All mine.
What? What? I'm
If I was
terrified.
a woman, I wouldn't think much of a wire necklace.
It's not made for a woman. I've got my sights on tastier dishes than women. Flesh as smooth and tender as a maiden's. Bones as soft and white as a newborn babe's. Rabbit, lad. That's what gets my juices flowing.
I'm going to kill this man. I'm going to kill this man. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to find a way. And I'm going to kill him.
Could you use this towel?
I could, but it wouldn't be much use for anything
I'm
else.
gonna cover his face.
Ah, so you're making snares to trap rabbits.
That's right. Do you have a problem with that?
Damn
Yes.
right I do. Isn't it painful?
Only if I get me fingers caught.
I'm talking about the rabbits. Do they feel much pain?
You bet.
What the heck? What the heck? This is horrible. Hit him.
Can you identify this
Hit him
tool?
with this.
No.
Hit him with it. How do
I'll see you
How
later.
do you murder an NPC? Right, can I hit him?
Hello again.
No, just hit him with it. Don't ask him about it. Just hit him over the head. Just do a tiny bit of murder. Just give me one murder as
What?
a treat.
Can you identify this tool?
No.
Just give him a little, just one little wallop. No one will miss him.
Hello again.
Rob, I hate it here.
What?
Can I, maybe this will do
Hey,
his
would you
heart
like
in.
to shake my... No, on second thought, forget it.
Oh, fine.
I'll see you later.
Fine. Okay. So I'm still no closer to knowing. I mean, should I call Milady? And see if she has any clues for me.
Hello?
Nico?
Who is it?
It's me. Are you okay?
Yes,
Well, take care.
yeah.
Oh.
Thanks. Any signs of our friend the clown?
You're kidding. He probably never even heard of Lochmarn.
So, how do I get that off of him? Oh, he sneezed it out. Quick, grab it. Grab it.
Almost as
No!
if he'd sensed my intentions, The old derelict snatched the wire from the table.
Do I have to wait for him to sneeze? Sneeze! Sneeze. Or does he only get it out when I'm... Oh. Yes!
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed this piece of wire.
Okay, right. So hopefully I can now use that to garrot the old man and never hurt a bunny again. Okay, can I use the wire on this? No. Can I use the wire on the train? I was hoping I could like hoist it up, or can I use it on this? Huh? Oh, not the towel, the wire. This. No, okay.
It was a short piece of wire, twisted into a rough circle.
Can I use this on this?
The workman's key was the obvious tool to use to open this trap door. It was specifically designed for a job like this. Unfortunately, there weren't any holes in the trap door.
Oh.
I tried to use the keys to lever up the grating, but that wasn't going to happen.
Oh. Okay. Talk to me about this box again.
It was a featureless plastic box firmly attached to the wall of the building. I tugged at the plastic cover, but it didn't move.
So I need something to like be able to... I was wondering if I could somehow use the... What's the point of this wire then? What can I use this for? Can I use it to steal the box? Can I use it to garrot the old man? Can I garrot you?
Hello.
What do you suppose this wire is used for?
How should I know?
I really want him to give me that.
Hello.
I still have nothing to say to him.
Sorry.
Okay. Maybe I can garrot the old man.
Hello again.
What?
Here, this wire belongs to you.
No, don't give it back
Oh,
to
no.
him.
Never saw it before. No.
Okay. He's a crazy fella. Right. So what can I need a... Okay, so my thinking at the moment is that I need a key to open up this. So I'm guessing that the key is in the box. But...
I tugged at the trap door, but it was
it's
locked
from the inside.
I took hold of the grating and pulled hard, but it didn't move.
Okay. And this guy didn't have anything else.
Hi, it's me again.
So I...
Hi.
Does this curiously twisted piece of wire mean anything to you?
Curious.
Oh dear. Now what would you be wanting with a cruel snare like that?
Well, it's
Thank
not mine.
you.
It belongs to the old guy in the bar.
Ah yes, it would.
This guy knows where it's at.
I have to go now.
Oh wait, can I use it on this lock? Maybe he can use it in the shape, he can twist it into the shape of a key.
I didn't have the first idea how to pick a lock.
Why? You speak Latin. Surely you've got like another secret thing up your sleeve. I was also top of my class in lock-picking school. go on, off you go. Do you know anything about this? Can you be of any help at all? Small child?
Hey,
Small
McGuire.
old child?
What do you want to know?
I want to... Oh!
Are you sure Fitzgerald worked at the dig?
Oh, yes. It was him, all right. Would I tell a lie?
I
Well,
don't know
he denies it.
you.
I saw them together only last night.
I wish
Prove
you'd
it.
told me that sooner. What were they doing?
Pegram gave Fitzy a box. He didn't look too happy about it.
I knew it. But how am I going to persuade him to part with it?
Break his fingers.
Nah, I couldn't do that.
I could.
Thanks for the offer, kid, but I'll try a more subtle approach.
Chinese
Okay.
burns?
What's Fitzgerald scared of?
Everything and everyone.
So I shouldn't have any trouble getting him to talk.
He's a pushover. But don't scare him too much.
Why?
Try the soft touch. Butter him up a bit.
Okay, I'll buy him some butter.
See you later.
Okay, mister.
Okay, mister. Okay. Operation Butterfingers.
Hello.
McGuire says he saw you working at the dig. What's more, he saw you talking with Pegram.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught. Just my luck. Grasped up by a delinquent and a dimwit.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he?
Give me the package.
So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving.
So shifty.
He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
I'll take
Show me
it.
what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
Let me peek
You
at
don't know
Pegram's
these
package.
people. I can't. I don't dare.
Give me
This
a
is your
look.
last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
I'm gonna
What are you
kick your
kidding?
ass.
Who will?
Man from Paris. Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
Oh my gosh, who is this?
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet.
He's thinking about it. Or the game is loading. Or it's
Give the
crashed.
package to me.
There we go.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
No, it didn't work. Oh my gosh.
Hey, I just seen a big red.
Get out of here, McGuire. Come back when you're old enough. What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get out!
Oh my gosh.
Noisy little tyke. Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy, Michael.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay first?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
Oh my goodness. I don't know why he sounded like he was in a bin. Grievous, thank you very much for the 22 months. Thank you. Is he dead? What happened?
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding me own business when I
Yeah.
saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill.
Yeah.
Would you look at that, says I. And I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. But the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes.
Oh my gosh.
He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
Oh my gosh, we know that was the
Did
other...
this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not.
Oh my goodness.
Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
Maybe it fell down the drain.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Okay, mister. Bye. Do. Just
I
witnessed
pushed the
a
switch down,
terrible event.
but in doing so, it snapped off in my hand.
Uh-oh.
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
Okay, can
The plastic
I...
cover had been smashed by the pixie's car, revealing a switch.
Can I use this exposed metal to... Can I use this? What? It looks like a switch. Can it go there? And I can't do this. Can I cover it with the towel? Did this open this at all? No, because it's locked from the other side.
I
Butts.
tugged at the...
But, and I can't see a box anywhere around here, can I? No. So what could...
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
Impossible.
The plastic cover had been smashed by the pixie's car, revealing a switch.
But the switch was... Huh? What did the switch do then? Maybe I should tell the landlord that the fella's dead.
Excuse me?
Sorry, he's been kidnapped.
Yes, sir?
Oh, or I can just order
I don't
a
want
beer.
anything.
Okay,
Just
that's
give-
fine. That's fine. I guess I'm meant to be able to do something outside. Although, I guess it's time for me to head off now. So I'll have to solve this mystery another time of the switch. I've now got a broken sword and a broken switch. What am I going to do? Thank you for the follow. So, can I... Save game. Saving. This has taken such a turn that I've only had 2 pints. It's taken such a turn that I wasn't expecting. It's an odd one, for sure. Ah, Two Bunny. B, thank you very much for the 42 months. Evening, Branny and Chad. But yeah, I guess I'll play more of this another time. Thank you, Canadian, for the follow as well. Yeah, I just wasn't expecting... I thought this was just going to be like a simple, like, point and click murder mystery thing. I wasn't expecting you to then go to Ireland and there to be a haunted castle and this whole other... just absolute madness. So I guess there's 4 more games after... I thought you were going to say there's 4 more pints until you're drunk. There's 4 more drinks that you can have before you start... Have they recorded all of the voice lines slightly more slurred after each... after each pint that you have? I will send you over to Kirsty. my wham, and I'm gonna go and grab some food. But yeah, I hope you'll have a very lovely rest of your day. I will be, I'm doing a recording tomorrow morning, so I won't be doing an afternoon stream, but I might see if, this is a big maybe, but if I have like an hour or so before the what you call it, the 0 degrees live, definitely live stream, I will I was thinking maybe I could do like an hour of Duolingo or something, but it does depend how long I have between the recording that we do and the stream. But yes. Well, which lingo? I'm learning German, so I could just do an hour of that just for funsies. But yes, I hope you all have very lovely rest of your days. I will say bye. I didn't mean to hit the mic, sorry. And I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.